In the 11-year history of the International Criminal Court, there's only been a single conviction until Germain Katanga was found guilty of war crimes very recently. This man was convicted of being an accessory to crimes such as pillage and murder in an attack which happened over 10 years ago somewhere in Congo. It's my understanding that more than 200 people were killed in this attack. This trial had been going on for 5 years. Although Katanga was acquitted of direct involvement in this attack, the court convicted on the grounds that his aid in getting the weapons, the part he played in the supply of firearms, was essential to the efficiency of the attack. He was found not guilty of using child soldiers, and on charges as relate to sexual slavery and charges related to rape, this man was acquitted. I believe he has yet to be sentenced. Was Katanga the head of the Patriotic Resistance Force? Apparently the court had had problems trying to prove that during this long 5-year trial. 5 years really is a long time for a trial to run, isn't it? I ask, was it a fair trial? What sentence awaits Mr. Katanga? We'll have to wait and see. 4 Nigerians were given 20 lashes each by an Islamic court for homosexual offences. Nigeria, like Uganda, not a great place to live if you're gay. Same-sex public affection is illegal throughout Nigeria, not just in the predominantly Muslim north. In this 20 lashes each case, the judge had chosen not to impose the death penalty because the men had repented and the offences, the so-called offences, had happened quite a long time ago. Well, that was very good of the judge, wasn't it, not to have these miserable sinners killed. Some people were calling for the death penalty. Very conservative country, Nigeria. Yeah. So, maybe you've heard about the Troubles in CAR, that's the Central African Republic. It seems the United Nations is considering sending in a large peacekeeping force. I've heard France and the US are keen on the idea. Now, there have been reports of ethnic cleansing in the Central African Republic. People have had to flee their homes. I've heard talk of rampaging militias, rampaging Christian militias. It's a sorry state of affairs. Another sorry thing is that we have institutions and bodies in this world which, if they acted with more urgency and were generally more decisive and united, more lives could be saved, more people, more families could be spared the horror and the brutality and live to see another day. And finally, Tunisia has recently lifted the state of emergency, which has been in effect since the revolution of 2011, I understand. This is a country which has been making a transition to democracy. I truly hope for the Tunisian people that their country keeps on the democratic path. There's no guarantee of this, of course. Is Tunisia the sole success story of the so-called Arab Spring? It has been suggested. Democracy can be a long, hard road in reality. Countries, they don't just become magically democratic and free and peace-loving. People have to commit to a certain way of doing things, a way which includes respecting people as individuals, respecting people's rights, respecting the rule of law. And in the long term, if democracies are to survive and prosper, there has to be an acceptance that violence as a means to achieving political ends is not okay. The bullying and the brutality has to be rejected, consigned to the dustbin of history, so to speak. Anyway, I shall see you next time, folks. Take care of yourselves. Peace.